Hello toy collectors and YouTubers, this is FilmSkull93 with another Authentic Legends and Collectibles toy review. And today's toys, we'll be reviewing Hasbro's Kenner Retro Style 3.75 Marvel Legends action figures waves 1 and 2. But before we get started on the toy review, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring that bell so you get notifications for future toy reviews. Alright, so I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to do the back of the card first for these Marvel Legends action figures card backs. These are absolutely amazing. I like how they have the synopsis of the Hulk back here. The Incredible Hulk looking here like retro style from like the 1980s. And I just absolutely love these cards. And look at this. The Incredible Hulk, the artwork just punching right off that card. It looks absolutely amazing. And then we just move over here to Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man. I love this card artwork. I can't get enough of it. And the skyline, the Marvel Legends logo there. And it just looks absolutely amazing. And the fact that, these are out and done in this style. I can't believe it. I really can't. It just looks amazing. There's the back of the card, once again, with Spidey synopsis in the front. And then, get this, Kenner logo, a vintage Kenner logo. So Hasbro is doing this for the whole entire line of these Marvel action figures, still like Toy Biz or who else? Mattel. It's actually Hasbro that's doing this with these Kenner retro style action figures. Captain America, I just talked through Captain America. That was Captain America. That was cool. There's Fantastic Four, the Human Torch as well. Looking great. I love this. I think he's the highlight of Wave 1 if you ask me, really, with his sculpt and everything. And the card looks great. And then just moving over to the next card, here's Magneto from the X-Men, the Uncanny X-Men. The artwork looks amazing on this. Kenner logo there at the bottom. Even the card is styled to look like a vintage 1970s, late 1970s, early 1980s Star Wars card back, if you will, for these figures. So they absolutely done a great job there at Hasbro doing Kenner, and it's just amazing. And Carlo Danvers? Yeah, Carol Danvers. I said that all wrong. Carol Danvers. Carol Danvers on the card looks amazing. Then going to Wave 2, here is Elektra. Looking amazing. I think like this one is like the one to find. Now, I've got the first wave at Target. The second one I couldn't find at Target like 3 or 4 times that I went. So I ended up having to go online to eBay and buy these. The normal retail price is $9.99, but I had to go a little bit more on the wave 2 from eBay. But man, this artwork looks amazing. Elektra popping off. Daredevil, the man without fear. It's just absolutely amazing on this card. I'm taking a little bit more time now on the wave 2 card, but you get the idea of how these things look. They're just absolutely amazing. And moving on over to, Iron Man. Now this one, it looks absolutely amazing. One of my personal favorites next to the Hulk and Spider-Man. And I just love the logo popping off there. And then the iron looking on the artwork. It's just amazing. I can't believe that Hasbro has done something like this with a retro line, with looking like like a Secret Wars from Mattel action figures back in the day. But those are like 5-inch, I believe. They were a little bit bigger than these ones. So this is cool to have them in a 3.75 style action figure, almost with the 5 points of articulation. Now some of these don't have the 5 points. They have a little bit more. But here's Daredevil. Love the artwork just popping off of this thing like it's absolutely amazing. I can't get over it. Once again, they're fantastic. Great for a Marvel collector. There's the Daredevil information in the back of this card. We can just move on over because I'm still going over through Wave 2. Black Panther, here we go. Not one of my personal favorites. I really could care less about Black Panther. You might hear me not talk so much about it. No big deal, okay? That's just me, how I feel. And so there's that one. And then moving on over. And why did I get it? Because it's part of the collection. That's why I got it, right? The Amazing Spider-Man, Electro. Looking like he did back in the day when I was a kid, when I used to read these comic books and watch these cartoons on Saturday morning. It was absolutely amazing. I just love what they've done here, man. It's just bringing back my childhood with these cards and these action figures. So I really can't wait to open these up. But these just look absolutely amazing. And good luck if you can find them at your Target. Because there's really not a lot of places to get them online, like eBay possibly, but you're going to pay a lot more money. Iceman, look just like he did in the cartoon, the comic book when I was a kid. I can't get over this. It's just absolutely amazing the way they've packaged this and they've made this design for these figures. So I am ready to open these figures up. Are you ready? Let's do this. Here is Spidey Spider-Man, my personal favorite, my hero from Marvel Comics. The sculpt is absolutely amazing. The paint apps are absolutely beautiful on this thing. I can't get over how amazing the Amazing Spider-Man looks. It looks just incredible. I like the way they've got the sculpt, the detail. There's part of the articulation. Now they got his hands in the sling in the web motion, in the formation, if you will. So it's not like a fist or he can hold something. He is stuck on that. I would like to have maybe one that would like that and the other one not, but that's okay. Not a big deal. So let's go ahead and do the 5-part articulation. There's a little bit more articulation on this, but let's do the articulation test to make sure nothing pops off, falls off. Do the arms, the heads. Make sure we can do the legs here. It just looks absolutely amazing. The sculpt, I can't get over it. It's bringing back my childhood. With the Secret Wars, to be honest, that's the stuff that I played with as a kid, and I've always wanted to own them, but I didn't. Like, I had friends that had cousins that had them, but I didn't have those. So now I've kind of got them here. The Incredible Hulk, looking like he did in the Saturday morning cartoons. This is my favorite Hulk. This is the way that I like the Hulk to look like. I'm still stuck in the 1980s here, so I mean, it's just perfect for me, or perfect for something like me, like it's a kid at heart and loves the 1980s and looking this retro look. But this sculpt is absolutely amazing. The paint on it, or the way that they've got the plastic paint on, is absolutely amazing. 5-part articulation here on the Incredible Hulk, making sure nothing pops out. And this is some sturdy, hard plastic over here at Hasbro, and I would expect that. And the price, $9.99, if you can find it at like a Target, that's an absolute incredible price for these figures, if you ask me. I mean, they're absolutely amazing here. All right, Captain America. I love the Captain here. Once again, great sculpt, great paint apps, great looking figure, sturdy plastic. I mean, they did not miss a beat on these details. These action figures are looking like 3.75 action figures, if you will, from the 1980s with Star Wars looking, but at the same time, they are looking like the Secret Wars as well, from Mattel. So they kind of got a combo of those two put together. Wouldn't it be cool if they were to actually re-release the superpowers and do them like in this size? I would be there immediately, because now those superpowers are the ones I grew up. Now he does come with this accessory. He does come with his shield. But I think the Captain looks amazing. But I'm kind of onto something there with the superpowers thing. So that would be cool if they could re-release those done in this size, in this style. I would like be all over them, because I owned those when I was a kid, the superpowers. But look at the Human Torch. I told you this one is like the highlight of Wave 1, because this thing really pops out with those flames and the sculpt and the way the clear plastic looks. He looks like he's popped right out of the comic book page or the cartoon, and he looks absolutely amazing. This one is a home run right here. This figure that Hasbro did on the Human Torch with the Fantastic Four for this Kenner retro-looking figure is absolutely amazing in all his glory and detail. And I just love this figure. 5-point articulation, if you will. Everything's going great. Nothing's going to pop off. Nothing's going to fall apart. I am ready to play with these action figures with my son. We're going to have an awesome time with these ones. I can't wait. Yeah, he looks amazing. He looks absolutely amazing. Here is Magneto. Not one of my personal favorite villains back in the day with Marvel, but he is kind of now, especially after the X-Men movies. But great detail on the cape. Now that cape is not cloth; it is plastic. That's the only thing I wish they could do, is go back to the cloth capes that they did with the superpowers and Batman toys from the 90s, because those are neat when they had the cloth capes on them. But the 5-part articulation test is great. He looks absolutely cool. His head can turn around, no problem whatsoever. And it looks great. Like I said, that just the plastic cape, it is cool, and it is amazing. As a matter of fact, you can't take it off. Okay, so there he is without his cape on, and he looks really great. The detail is absolutely amazing on this. And of course, you can turn his wrists there. I think some of these figures you can do that, and I haven't been doing that, so please forgive me. That is the one detail that they have, was they can move at their wrists, their limbs there. But here's Magneto, and he looks great. A great sculpt, looking like the comic books, to be honest with you. That looks absolutely amazing. Once again, the cape is plastic, and a very flimsy plastic. Not like over-the-top flimsy like it's going to break, but just movable, bendable. See how I'm bending it? So that's how the cape is. And it's perfect if you're not going to go with the cloth cape. And here is, and Carol Danvers. I just screwed the whole thing up. Captain Marvel. Boy, I was messing up. But I'll tell you what, this action figure looks absolutely incredible. And this right here, this little piece, it's really flimsy little plastic. Not flimsy, I keep saying it's like rubbery. To be honest, it's like a rubbery plastic here. And so it just kind of wobbles and hangs there, but it's nice little touch to the figure. Really it is. I think it looks absolutely amazing. And for this figure of her, she looks incredible in itself, in the detail, not missing a beat and looking like she did way back in the day. Look at the sculpt in the hair. Isn't that amazing? The detail and the sculpt and the hair, showing the wave of the hair in there. That's just absolutely amazing. Once again, turning her wrists, because she can do that. That's one of the features there, and it's absolutely cool. But yeah, man, And it looks like the boot almost could turn, but I don't think it can. I don't want to pop her leg off, but look at that. Look at the sculpt. Look at that. That's absolutely amazing. She looks great. Of course, you can't turn her head all the way because of her hair. See? So, and I don't want to break her anyways because I think that would probably have a problem. Okay, moving over to Wave 2 now. Iceman. I tell you, this guy is super, super, super blue. It doesn't look like it at first, but when you get him to the light, I mean, you can see the detail and then the clear plastic, but that looks really cool. I think maybe he a little bit over the top on the blue. I would like to have seen it a little lighter, perhaps. A little lighter blue or maybe even white. I've seen other figures of Iceman like that. But, I mean, maybe he's got that comic book feel to it. And so that's kind of cool in its way. It's more like Waterman to me than Blue Man, really. Or on the Blue Man, Iceman. But, yeah, the Blue Man group. There you go. But he looks cool. There's Iceman, for what it's worth. And the Black Panther. Not a huge fan of this. I'm not going to elaborate on him. I mean, there's nothing wrong with him. It's just I'm not a fan of him. So here's the sculpt. Pretty much one solid plastic. Some blue on there. Some lines on there. And then, of course, got this hole in the back. But Black Panther, here he is. 5-point articulation test. For what it's worth. Get his legs there, too. I mean, like I said, it's made of straight plastic. It's a great figure. So here's Black Panther. Okay, moving on over to Daredevil. This is cool. This is like the highlight to me along with Elektra in this wave because just one of those figures that seems to be hard to find at times. And so Daredevil, one of my favorites. I really like him. I like the story of Daredevil. You know, the blind lawyer and the whole bit and then like fighting crime. That was pure genius in writing that story about him. I mean, seriously. I mean, it just looks absolutely amazing. 5-point articulation. Make sure, nothing pops off. Man, the paint apps, the look, the details in his face and his eyes and the horns are just absolutely amazing. You can't miss it. And he does come with accessories. He comes with the white road flares. No. Okay, white birthday candles? No? Okay. Maybe some nunchucks, But this is what he comes with here that he looks really great. I mean, this is a Daredevil. If you find this, grab it immediately because there's not a lot. You won't find it. Electro, looking like old school Electro like he was when I was a kid. This brings back a lot of memories. I mean, this is what he looked like. I mean, I don't get me wrong, I like the Jamie Foxx one too in the Spider-Man movie, but this one, this is cool. This screams like late 70s, 1980s Electro, and it's absolutely amazing. And the detail on the lightning and all that is just amazing. 5-point articulation test once again, making sure he looks great, nothing falls apart. I love this figure for what it's worth. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Even his wrist moved too. And I've been denying that on the other ones, not showing you that, and I apologize. Here is Iron Man. I am Iron Man. Iron Man, one of my personal favorites next to the Hulk and Spider-Man. Tony Stark in his uniform. Of course, you can't take his helmet off, but man, the detail. This looks a lot like the retro Secret Wars action figure, if you will, or even just the comic books. I mean, this just like screams to me. 1984, all over again to me. I love this, and he's cool. I mean, 5-word articulation, just the sturdy plastic, the paint apps. I can't wait to play with this with my son because this Iron Man is going to be absolutely amazing. Fighting crime with all these other ones. It looks really, really great. Elektra. This one right here, guys. This is the one that's going to be hard to find and a very rare figure next to Daredevil, in my opinion. Looking like she did way back in the day, like really, really retro. And she's still got that thing on the side of her too, see? Flimsy plastic. Not flimsy, I keep saying flimsy. Rubbery plastic. But it still sits on her very well, and the paint apps are great. The detail in this is absolutely amazing. Once again, on her hair, you can't turn her head all the way around, so that's that. But of course, the arms can turn. I'm doing that right now, and of course, the wrist as well, making sure that turns. Then I also looking down here at their her legs for making sure that everything bends, everything turns. It almost sounds like there's an earthquake going on outside. Must be thunder or rain. Then she does also come with weapons as well. If you can see that, and they are her daggers. There you go. Her ninja swords. So it looks really, really cool. I think they've done a really, really, really good job on this, and I'm happy with how Elektra turned out on this Wave 2 of these Marvel Legends retro-style figures from Hasbro. Okay, size comparison. So on the left here is the retro style, and on the right here, this is my vintage Captain America Toy Biz figure, almost the same size as a Secret Wars figure. So you can get the idea of how big these are compared. Now this is a Secret Wars Doctor Doom figure. Now you get the idea of how big this retro style Captain America is. Moving over to DC Comics, got Batman Funko and also Nightwing Funko next to these two. Then you got Funko against retro 40 Superman and the Blue Beetle here, a figure from something else. And Supergirl, Harley Quinn, next to Carol Danvers here. So, I mean, you get that idea. Space Ghost. You see the size comparison of these toys. 3.75, vintage looking. Then you got Superpowers next to the Incredible Hulk. So that lets you know how big Incredible Hulk is in this line, though. And then next to him is the Doctor Doom as well from Secret Wars. Both of these figures, 1984 figures in between here with the Incredible Hulk. But you can see the size comparison of how big he really is. And then going there, here is a vintage 1978 Star Wars Luke. So these absolutely are amazing, these figures. Look at all of them. We got Captain America, Daredevil right there in the middle, Incredible Hulk. I mean, Iceman, Black Panther, Spider-Man, Human Torch, Iron Man, Elektra. Look at that. And then Electro. It's just absolutely amazing, these figures. I think they did an excellent job at Hasbro. So if you're into 3.75 retro vintage looking action figures, if you're into Marvel, if you're into Secret Wars, are you into Spider-Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man, whatever, I highly recommend you go out and find these action figures today.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button below and please subscribe to our channel.